And there's a foul on Kyrie Irving. That's foul number 2 for him.
Kev, he needs to be more cautious. That's 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Williams is checked in. On defense, the Cavaliers. Martin wide open. He fires. Another miss by Martin.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
Now Rubio. Mo Williams missing from long range. The shot by Martin. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who moments ago spoke with head coach Flip Saunders. And Doris, what do you have to say?
Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James. And he said, there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him. And if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Shumpert. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Williams. And here's Rubio. Following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. For the 3. And it's Martin again missing.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
The shot's good from LeBron.
When you can make adjustments to the shot in midair and midstream and still knock it down, you know you're flowing.
Here's Rubio following the basket by LeBron James. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Terrific assist that time by Rubio.
Irving up top, covered by Rubio. Smith for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. Towns has got his first points of the game.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Towns with the steal. And now Rubio pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Martin with the bucket.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Thompson left side. Smith outside. Good on the three-point shot. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly. That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Now, here is Irving. He's got 5. The tray. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability. And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Dellavedova, that's good.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Jones, the pass to Bekovic. And Irving pulls it down.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now Jones following Tristan Thompson's three-point attempt.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now here's Irving. He has 5. Oh, good.
He did.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Want to hear my other song?
Yes.
Jones
I
Irving.
practiced
Over to the
one. Ready?
wing. Here's Levine, and it falls over the rim and in.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Off his leg, and they're saying he kicked the ball. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving.
In building this lead, they've done a
I'll be back.
terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
11 seconds left to play here in the first. Levine dishes to Muhammad. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. But Timberwolves on top. They lead by 9. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA.
There's just a lot more practice time.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. And there's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Rubio and Martin are their backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Gorgie Dang. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
Well, and of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s.
Well, the Timberwolves knew that last season would be one not to worry about winning with Coach Flip Saunders. It was more about growing as a team, and you know him. That's one of his specialties.
Yeah, at Flip, Kevin's a great teacher, and so to have this young group and show the improvement they did over the course of the season was important. It's mostly just about getting guys used to a system and preparing for what could be a really bright future.
Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
Nice shot by Smith.
And, you know, as you said, with Minnesota, I think last season was just about letting the young guys grow and develop, giving them minutes. They had a really young team. The average age last season